everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, an important matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a nice explosive run to get things started there. And there's something about when it's a night game, it seems a little bit more, meaning a little bit broader, a little bit crisper, maybe even the hitting and the contact's a bit more because guys have been waiting all day long to get at each other. And the best coaches that I played for, they handle night games really well. And they're a different animal than day games because you have to wait so long, yet you still have to harness all that intensity and then let it go at the proper time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Murray. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But, boy, as he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Set. 3-19. Watching that Barney. Now, let's go. Check.
Able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On the play there, and they move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
3-19.
On first down, Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Pernell McPhee is a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
Second down following the run.
Detroit. Set. 3-19. Watching that Barney.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays the game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
Langford again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The lone setback is Langford. Now back to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
No gain on the play there, second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky Leopard. Good.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kendall Wright from 10 yards out. And the Bears are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This is Murray. And a cutback. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright with a return of 102 yards. yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, 65 yards. And the Vikings are within a two-point conversion of tying this game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw now on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deion Sims, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now come the Vikings. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Henry. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
It's a leads to a new set of downs.
Second and inches is on offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just and go get the first down.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Backing up. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taking it about the 36. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cameron Meredith, 53 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
3-19. Mike, check, 59. Leopard. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, now look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll drop to throw, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Forbath will put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Let's go. Green, 30. Now, Marty.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Strong grabs it over the middle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A handoff. It's Murray. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff to Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by Treadwell. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Murray. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Blunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Forbath to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Completion left side to Miller. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They go screenplay to Langford. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey this.
Doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal.
Let's go! Green, all right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this score will stay right where it is. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Blue,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Again to Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7 yards to go on 2nd down.
No, check. Patriots. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Detroit!
They run with Murray. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Can't find anyone open. Now he's flushed out left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Laquan Treadwell from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. Gets it to Strong. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Derrick Henry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll take this one down here. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Detroit!
Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Forbath will put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you, and this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And he powers his way up past the 30. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Completion left side to Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about keeping your head about you and finds a way to get out of bounds? Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. Complete to right. They'll get... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.